Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. How are you today? Love you to death. Don't forget, you still got one more. You still got one more coming, but no hurry. No hurry. Whatever you decide later. So, Grandma decided she wanted to talk today. Florence. So, you know how this works, but don't forget, this is not an exact science. Communicate the best way we can. So I started to do your uncle, and she goes, nope, she wanted to step through. So let's see what great grandma's got to say. She has this enormous amount of love for you. I mean, it's almost overpowering. You have to be able to feel her. She is totally huge energy of love for you. She puts it around you. She shields you with it. So wow, it's really strong. It's awesome. So awesome. So make sure you tell yourself not to block her. And I know you know enough about this stuff, but I do it without realizing it, where I will block some of that stuff and I'll go, hey Bob, where the hell have you been? You're blocking me. We don't do it on purpose always, but it's subconscious. I don't know. I wouldn't even call it that, because your subconscious would not block something like this. So just make sure you tell yourself, do not block Grandma Florence. Because wow, this is the kind of feeling everybody needs to get from them. We know you're not afraid of it. So make sure when you get in a pickle or you get sad, call on her. She says when you were little, when you were a baby, you were just cute as a button. She's cute as a button, then she says cute as a bug. Bug in a rug. Now she's actually showing you rolled up in a rug. But you look awful little, and I always ask them, don't show me pictures when you're too young that you won't remember. It's as cute as a bug in a rug. What are you unsure of? She's asking you. What are you unsure of? She says you're kind of shuffling around like you're lost and you shouldn't be. She says sometimes you need to grab your cojones a little. Cojones, however the hell you say that. Your balls. How's that? She's laughing and slapping her knee. She says, well, I wasn't going to say it like that. She's still showing you kind of almost like you're blind. I mean, it's almost like you're just shuffling around this spot like you're not sure which way to go. And she says you, of all people, should know how to see the light of the open door instead of the darkness of the closed doors. She says the open door with no S and the closed doors with an S on it. And I see at least two closed doors. One here, one here. There's this one that's open, but you've got your head down and you're not seeing it, and the sunshine's peeking through it. The other two are totally shut. All right, you know enough about energy. So if you can visualize these doors, and like I said, she's shown the two shut ones and the open one here in the shining through it. But she's showing you taking a key. Does not have to be a physical key. Visualize all of this. Take that key that is to those doors, throw it behind you, because those doors will be behind you. They're supposed to be behind you. This key is not to open the door with the sunshine, because that door is already open. Not all the way, but it's open a little bit, enough that I can see the sun through it. It's open. This key goes to those two doors. Throw it behind you and leave it there, because there's something you're trying to open, something you're trying to... Doors that have shut, you're trying to reopen them. There's a new door. And it's like one of my cards, and I'm not going to go through the whole damn deck. Kind of is what I'm seeing. Like there's, like through this door, I can see flowers, all kinds of colors, and just beautiful scenery from what I can see. So as you do this, visualize. I'm surprised Great Grandma, usually they don't know a lot about this stuff. They usually come through and like, oh, you can see me? And she's like, bam. Very strong, very wise lady. Anyway, I'm saying, as you're visualizing this door cracked open, take your hand and try to push it open. And just do that every once in a while. Take your hand and try to push it open. They're not going to open. They're showing me it's kind of stuck right there. I was going to say, see if you could step through it. But it's like you push on it, push on it, push on it, but it's not quite ready to open. And I don't think it will till you throw that key away. She says you're not looking in the right direction. Oh, and she shows you totally turning around. She says, stop looking that way. Don't pick that key up. Turn back around. What the heck are you doing over there, Kara? Grandma's being a very strong about it. Very strong. She says she's telling you this because she loves you that much. Oh, now she's playing that. Go. I just played it. Go play Bob Marley, Three Little Birds. She says when you listen to that song, feel it. Actually feel it. Don't worry about a thing. Every little thing's going to be all right. You're not trusting the universe. She's one of your very, very strong guides. Call on her. I don't know if we've done her before. I can't remember. I do so many. And I can't remember what I ate this morning, let alone who I've talked to. Uh-oh, she's over here she's poking on me. Hey. She's going, hey, hey, hey. So you should feel that. You know how that works. You know how to feel it. You know how to hear it. So you should hear her. You should feel her. Or it could feel like, man, she's doing it strong enough. It could feel like pins sticking you. They really want to get my attention. That's what it feels like sometimes. Even Bob's done that. Okay, that hurt. She's almost like grabbing your face and turning your head towards this crack in this door where the sun's coming through and trying to hold your face there. So you might even feel her hands on your face. And I don't know how you feel energy, because I'm sure I've said it 1,000 times. Everybody feels it different. It's like she's almost forcing your head to turn. Because the door's not straight in front of me. It's a little cockeyed. Why, I don't know. I think just so I can see through the crack. Because if it was straight in front of me, I wouldn't be able to see through the crack. So it's kind of over so I can see the sun and flowers and stuff through the crack. She's showing you again, kind of shuffling around with your head down, like just like lost. Your energy feels really strong, but like you still haven't quite found your way. She says it's going to be right in front of you. Be patient. And she's playing the Bob Marley song again. And it doesn't matter if she knew anything about that music or not. Now she's talking about sugar cookies. So, you know how that works. When you take them out of the oven, you're going to smell sugar cookies whenever she's around. Or at least a lot of the time she's around. So you know, validate her, acknowledge her, tell her you love her, and ask her to bring you more. She's even talking about you must have helped her make cookies, or maybe you took cookies to her. Maybe somebody makes cookies from one of her recipes. But she's talking about decorating sugar cookies with sprinkles, with icing, that kind of stuff. Maybe she thinks you need to go make some. I cheat. I buy the stuff in a roll and I cut it. Heck with that. Heck with that stirring and stuff. That's too much work. She's not getting that Bob Marley song out of my head. Okay, she says, have you tried tapping? And my eyes were just pulled down to where I have it written. Because my medium friend told me tapping thing I'm supposed to do every morning. I've never done tapping, don't know that I believe in tapping, but if you hit the meridians right, I think. I don't know why it wouldn't work. So you might want to check into it. I don't know who that was. That wasn't her. I'm guessing it was Bob. They're going to be tapped. I'm always telling people, they're always tapping on my head going, hey, 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 Rhonda, why are you doing that dumb shit? I just heard them say something like that. No wonder I have headaches all the time. Okay, so she's showing when you're sleeping. She sits by the head of your bed. And it's kind of like, I'm not saying she's keeping something evil from coming to you, but something like negative feelings, negative thoughts, negative. She's trying to block those from being absorbed in you while you're sleeping, from your subconscious or whatever. And sitting there with her very, very powerful love. And trying to make sure that that's the only feelings, energy that you get. She says she's not 100% successful. She's drawing a line between you and somebody. She says you're better than that. Oh. She's pointing at me. She says you have some of the same, first she said emotions, now she says damage that I had. Still do a little. not good enough. Nobody will ever love me. I have to take what I get as far as love, because nobody better will ever come along and actually love me and want me. And she says, that's not true. Oh, tell her, Rhonda, tell her, Rhonda. That's absolutely not true. Okay. We have to love ourselves first. First, foremost, love ourselves more than their damage. Grandma loved herself. She knew who she was and what she was, and was totally fine with it, totally accepting of it, totally strong with it, totally, and she wants you to learn from her. She was okay with the person she was. She didn't let other people damage her. I did. I allowed it. She doesn't want you to allow it. It's almost like they're bringing a rope through that door, and they're going to tie it on you, and they're going to drag you through the freaking open door. But it's not open enough yet, so I'm not sure how that's going to work. It's not quite open enough. But it's there. It's close. And of course, you can ask Jason for help with that too. I would almost say she's stronger than him. She says, of course I am. I love her. She's just the perfect kind of energy you need. Talk to her. Talk to her and then flip a card. That's what she says. Talk to her, then flip a card. I know you've got at least some tarot type cards or some oracle cards. You've got something. Talk to her. Talk to her while you're shuffling, then flip a card. Something about a bluebird. Bluebird. I don't know if you've seen a bluebird, and it's not blue jay, it's bluebird. Or there's somebody's nickname is bluebird, or something about a bluebird. So anyway, watch out for that bluebird, not blue jay. Could be blue jay. If I don't even know if we have any bluebirds around Kansas. Not that I can think of. We have blue jays. And they're really noisy little critters. So anyway, you know the deal. You can see the bluebird in a picture walking through the store, or on Facebook, on a billboard. Doesn't matter. Bluebird Cafe. Where's that? Like Nashville or something. I don't know why that popped in my head. Anyway, validate her, acknowledge her, tell her you love her, and ask her to bring you more. I'm not sure how the bluebird is associated with her. So, noisy train. They're not supposed to be honking. So, don't know why that's happening, because don't know if you can hear it. Anything that happens to me during a reading is meant for you. We have a no honking zone. And that train is honking his ass off. And they're not supposed to be doing that. So I don't know if the train honking, I don't know how that ties in here, but it's obviously means something for you. Because it doesn't happen anymore. It's against the rules. Thank God, because I couldn't even sit on my deck every 15 minutes the trains were honking. Couldn't even talk on the phone. Anyway, keep that in mind. Maybe she lived by the train tracks. Maybe that's all it means. Or maybe you had to sit and wait for trains on the way to her house. I honestly don't know. She's not telling me. And she's talking about you just being sweet, 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 sweet. Just sweet. Something about around the corner. Sometimes I don't like it when they just throw words out because I don't know what they mean. They don't explain. She's not even saying what she's referring to. Just something around the corner. Around the corner. She's talking about her being around the corner. She's showing my corner here now. And I always tell people, but you know this. So I wouldn't think she would need to explain it. You know, it's like they're in the next room, like around the corner. Like I can't see her. Well, I can, but can't see her or whatever. But it's just like around the corner. I don't know that I'm not going to say 100% that that's what she's referring to. All right, I'm trying to figure this one out. She's making me go like this, like I'm watching something swinging. Like I'm watching something, but it's like swinging way up there and then swinging way up there. But wouldn't say it's a swing set. Can't really see what's swinging, but she's got my head doing this. And now just stop. Hope you know what that is. I have no clue. But I've learned that I have to say whatever it is they come up with because there's always a reason for it. Always. I don't need to understand it. There's a man walking up. A gentleman her age. Feel like it probably, I'm not 100% sure yet, probably was her husband. Nice looking man. I mean, as far as dressed. He's got an enormous amount of strength. His strength is almost as enormous as her love and strength. Well, yeah, she's got strength energy, but his is strength. Hers is more love. Hers is huge. His, or else I'm awful receptive this morning. His strength energy is enormous. But he's not a pushy guy. He's not I want to say quiet. Quiet isn't the word I want to use. More like, and you may have never known him since this is your great grandma, but it's kind of like if he walked into the room, everybody would feel him, feel his strength, feel his power. And it's not a bad power, it's a great power, it's a great energy. You just feel him. So if you feel something very strong if you want to draw on some of that strength, call on him. Doesn't matter if you ever met him before or not. Does not matter. He's showing that you've got a lot of people that you can call on. Tons that you can call on. The main one would be Jason, but grandma, great-grandma would be, you might even want to call on her before Jason. She's got this shit. She didn't say that. I did. So don't cover up your light. What are you hiding from? What? What are you hiding your light from? Trying to keep it safe. That works backwards. Don't hide your light. Don't try to keep it safe. Let it shine. Let it get out there. Something about a power cord. Who said that? I don't even think that was Grandma. Something about a power cord and plugging you in. I hope they're not talking about you're going to get shocked plugging something in. No, they weren't. I'm just teasing. I think every reading I've done for you, they've been trying to kind of boot you in the butt and trying to make you shine your light. I mean, I don't even remember the other readings except maybe Jason because he's been through a couple times. Like I said, I don't remember shit anymore. You got a lot of them pulling for you. So, anyway, the man is taking her hand and they're going to turn around and leave together. They are like a power couple. And a whole shit ton of love between them. Yep, they're not saying anything. They're totally immersed in each other right now as they're leaving. Energy is just almost mingling. Couldn't think of the right word. Sorry. I'm blonde. Just remember I love you. Just remember to call on me. Grandma says you have a beautiful soul. Don't hide it. Don't let anybody damage it. It's harder to undo the damage than it is not to have it in the first place. And with that, they're gone. Okay, much love to you, my dear. Thank you for allowing me to be her voice. Use her. She wants you to. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. See you later.